Amy from Virtually Amy Neal, and this is part 2 out of the 3 video training series on how to automate your business. And today we're going to be working from Dubsado. I highly recommend Dubsado. It's my favorite CRM tool out there. I've got a link in the email which I'll send out to you, which has the discount for your first month off the system. And this to me is everything. It's a really good way to automate your business. Dubsado does kind of everything you need. And in this training, we're going to specifically go through how to take a client from that initial inquiry on your website through to booking a call with you, which is really important, and what that looks like. So first of all, we're going to start by setting up a lead capture form. And this can be found in templates. So if you click templates and then go to forms, here you'll see all the different types of forms you can get. This one we're going to be working on today is a lead capture form. And I've kind of started one here now for this freebie. So you can personalize your lead capture forms as much as you want. You can put pictures in there. So here I've just put a picture of my logo to show you how to do that. We can delete it. I can add images like this. I can select my logo. As you can see in the background just there, it's massive at the moment. So just take that out and re-enter the 20 that I want, the size I wanted it. Press close, and there you go. The green does go away when you kind of start to work on other sections, so don't worry about the green background. You can add columns if you wish to add columns here, so you can use 2 columns, and you can give this a title, freebie columns if you'd want to. You can put as many columns as 2, 3, or 4 and do that in there. So that's one thing you can do as well. You can then drag maybe first name into your column and drag last name into your column as well, which is really important. So if you don't want to have just first name on one line, last name on the other line, you can do that. That's also a great thing too. And another thing people like to do is maybe put a text box as well beneath their logo. So if you just put a plain text box in here, you can put text in then, thank you for inquiring about my business. And you can put a bit of information about who you are, what you do again, just remind people of who you are and what you do. Okay, so let's first of all look at some of these fields we put in here. So first name's automatically put in here for us. You can put a placeholder if you'd want. So please provide your first name. I personally do not like them, but some people do. And this, where it says maps to here, is really important. So this is what it maps to in the CRM system. So once this person fills in your form, they'll become part of your address book. And we really want that person's first name to be the client's first name, which is great. You can close there. And the same for last name as well. If we click on email, again, we can either have a placeholder or not. It's a required field, and we can map this to a client's email address. So let's go for what else we'd like people to have on this form. Let's go for a short answer, which you can just drag and drop these anywhere you want. So again, maybe you want to have a bit more information about the address. Please provide your address. Okay, you can pick it as required, and you can put it to a client address 1. Client line 1, address line 1 is where I'd put it to. Right, provide. Okay, so this again will map into your CRM system, and I always like to ask people what their company name is. Please provide your company name. I also think it's always really important to ask for people's social media handles as well. So in here, you can put this to company name, and it will map to company name as well in your address book. So that's really handy. Okay, so basically you use this to capture any information you want. So social media handles is really important. You can add a bit of a free response here what are your current struggles in your business, or your current social media struggles. Make that required as well. So you can allow people to kind of type away free answers in there as well. I'll show you this one from scratch. This is a drop-down box, so you can add a drop-down box here. So how many social media posts would you like a day? You can keep it as this if you want, that's fine. Just call this social media posts. I'd like to give it a name. And then here, when you click on that, you'll be able to get a drop down here. What you can also do is provide checkboxes as well. So again, here they've put what you're looking for, check all that you're looking for assistance with. You can then change these if you'd want to Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and you can add new options as well on this. You can format it vertically or horizontally if you want. It's completely up to you. So let's go for Twitter. Add that one in, and our Twitter will add at the bottom. Okay, so let's go for vertically, and it's required. Okay, so here you can see that people can check all the ones they're looking for assistance with. You can upload files if you'd want to have files. You can answer yes/no questions if you want to put yes/no questions in. You can kind of make this look and feel however suits your business the best. I try and keep it quite simple at this stage. I don't try and put too much kind of pictures and copy in it. But again, you can put as many images as you'd like into this. Okay, so I press save at the top here. Okay, so let's save and close. Oh, it's because I had it open somewhere else, that's fine. Okay, so go back to your lead capture form, which is great. So here you can see what we've just created. And if you click the share button here, this is the code you can embed onto your website. So it's like an iframe code so that people can fill it out directly into your website. Or you can put a direct link. So you can put, I have on my website, click here to book a call with me. And you can just click here to book a call there like that. And it will come through and redirect them to Dubsado. What you can also do is, at the moment, it's a new feature on Dubsado where you can change the URL at the top. So where it says, when you kind of redirect, it'll say things like, hello, dubsado.com.forms. You can make that now virtuallyamyneal.com and kind of embed that URL so it looks like it's coming from you rather than you're being kind of redirected, which it kind of makes people feel a bit more secure. So if you go back to edit, okay, and we click on settings. Okay, so you can put a thank you message here. Thank you for reaching out. Whatever kind of message you want here, that's fine. Okay, so you can redirect to a URL. So in here, I normally put my Acuity scheduling system URL in here. So I save and close this. I have it in my standard one, which is here. So here I go to my Acuity link. So if I go back to my form, I can put in so this means my customers will be redirected to book a call. You can put, a lead capture title if you want to. I just leave that blank. You can set team members that it's assigned to. So if you have a large team, you can assign it to a team member. Font and color, you can kind of do in whatever size font you like for your brand. And text button, so just put submit form if you want to. Okay, so that is how you can have a direct link to Acuity. Now there's also something else that we can do on here, which is we can have a workflow created off the back of this. So say, for example, you wanted to read your questionnaires before you actually jumped on a discovery call, before those people could jump on a call. You wanted to make sure they were actually valid customers and they weren't just people scamming you or wasting your time, or you didn't think they were a good enough fit for your business, whatever it may be. You don't have to redirect them straight to a QT. You can actually take that out and you can apply a workflow. Now, a workflow is a series of emails that you can have go out to a potential customer to say, thank you for your assistance, or thank you for completing the form. It'll take me 24 hours to review this, and I'll come back to you if I'd like to go ahead and schedule a call with you. So you can do that as well. So if I just save and close this, and let's go to templates again and have a look at workflow. Okay, so let's go to testing 1, 2, 3. And sorry, go back. Click this little cog here, and you can edit the workflow. So we can add an action item here, and it can be send email. 0 days after workflow starts. So here you can change whether you want to put something paid in full after job start, but for this instance, it's just after the workflow started. You can select a canned response if you have a canned response. Call, we will be in touch shortly, just for an example. To set up a call. Okay, so Amy here. So you can apply that. And you see here, send email, call, or straight after workflow started. So we've kind of created a little workflow here to kind of get that started. And what you can do now is go back to your forms and go back to your questionnaire, lead capture forms, right? Press edit. And under settings, you can apply a workflow. And here we can apply testing 1, 2, 3. So this means as soon as they've completed this, I'll get that email to say, thank you, we'll review your application. It's coming to you shortly. And that's for people who want to vet everybody before they're allowed to get on a discovery call for them. If you don't want to do that, if you want to just send people straight to book a call with you, you can just put the Acuity link as I showed you before, or your Calendly link, whatever system you use, you can just quickly put that in the redirect URL. It just depends on how you want to set up your systems and business, and if you want to have that barrier between when someone books a call and when they can't book a call, and when they can book a call. And that is how you set up a lead capture form and take them from lead capture through to booking a call automatically. If obviously you go down the route of having the workflow, you'd obviously have to then go back if you've reviewed them and liked them and say, here's my link to book a call. So it depends on how automated you want to go and if you want those barriers in place to protect you and your business. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions on Dubsado and setting up lead capture forms, and any questions on Dubsado in general. I love Dubsado. I think it's a great program. If you're unsure about whether to invest in it, I'm here to answer any questions on that as well. Just drop me a line on Facebook or at hello@virtuallyamyneal.com, and I'm happy to help and answer any questions you've got. And thank you very much for your time.